Well, here we are entering week 8 of the Biblical Parenting Coaching Program, and I want to draw your attention to this particular week of material because sometimes I take this week of material and I use it at week 3, occasionally even at week 1 with a family. This is material that is focused on resistance, and it talks about the red zone. So as you look at this, you'll see how to handle resistance. Now, I don't usually do this. I don't usually move it earlier into the program because I want parents to start working on the instruction routine. Sometimes when parents just have a plan, they push through the resistance normally and everything's fine. But occasionally I end up with a family where the parents, for some reason, have a child who's very, very intense and looking for all kinds of ways to create resistance. And or the parents are just more laid back and aren't used to that, and so they've been hesitant to push through to resistance, or parents believe something about resistance that's unhelpful, like we should be making our children happy, or if I push too hard, I'm going to make my children emotionally unstable because they're going to be upset, and so on. And so this material on resistance is significant. It's at the end, but you could put it somewhere else in the program if you think it's beneficial. Now, at this stage in the program, you should be winding some things down. And I'm going to make some comments later this week about how to end your coaching material, how to end your system well. So think about how you're going to do that. You want to make sure you end, or you'll be working with this family ongoing. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But you really need to have an end to it so that you can establish an end point, or they'll become dependent on you in ways that you may not appreciate, unless you're charging them. If you're charging them, then that's fine. You can go continue to work with a family ongoing. Also, it's now time to talk about how we're going to partner together and what we're going to do. If you've done well in this program and you finished what you need to do, then next week you'll be able to answer some questions for yourself and take the next steps that you want to take. This week, I want to ask you to do something for me. Would you please go into I put an email right below this video that contains links to the four books that are used in this program. If you would go on and just to Amazon.com and give them a 5-star rating, if you liked them. If you didn't like them, don't rate them at all. But if you felt like they were helpful for you, or you like this program, if you'd go in and rate the books, that would be helpful because it allows us to have more visibility. You can just click on it and make a star, click the 5 stars, or you can make a comment. And if you want to make a comment, you can make it 1 or 2 sentences long. Or if you want to make a longer comment, you can talk about how your experience with this book is helpful. So anything like that would be helpful for raising our visibility on Amazon. It's a place where most people buy their books. That'd be helpful. Please check it out, and we'd appreciate it greatly. Now, if you're stuck somewhere with your parent, you want to be asking some significant questions about what do we do now? How do I respond to this situation? And I'll be happy to respond and give you some ideas. In many cases, I like to meet with a parent, let you watch, because it gives you an opportunity to see what I do, and you can learn some in that way as well. So be thinking about that as you go through the program. Now we've moved parents through the strategic area, and now you're going to be looking at what makes this work. Ask the parents what's making it work for them, and then you'll be able to conclude in a positive way. Lots more information will be coming this week and next week as we conclude things here, but I just wanted to encourage you as we're getting into this last week to use this last week of material well, and feel free to move it to different parts of the program if you feel like that's necessary as well. So have a great week. Let's keep talking in Slack.